What's on guys, we're back with a brand new video. In today's video we'll be going over the North Melbourne season preview. Now I stopped these for about a week, the last one was a D's one, but then I realised that the season's almost upon us. Like they're playing the pracky matches, so I need to get out all these previews so that everyone's happy, every AFL club's happy. So I have North Melbourne. I'm a big fan of North Melbourne, even though I'm obviously not a supporter of them. But I do like some of their players, so we're good to go over this. The AFL hot takes video will be coming out most likely tomorrow with all your hot takes. Thanks for everyone that commented them, and if you can still, there's still time to enter in your AFL hot take if you go to the comment section of last video, which was the one thing we excited about every team. So without further ado, we're close to 450 subscribers, or by the time this video comes out we might have actually hit 450 subscribers. So thanks for that, and we're like 50 subscribers away from 500, so let's try to get that before the start of the AFL season. So without further ado, let's get into this North Melbourne preview. First up, the breakout player. No real surprises here. I've gone for Luke Davies-Uniacke. Now this guy, I think he's on this list pretty much every year. He was a top 5 pick. He's like, you know, has comparisons to like Chris Judd. Like he showed like moments that he can be like that. I predict this guy to have a huge year. He would have the opportunity. He didn't play in the pracky match a couple of days ago due to injury, which I'm not sure what injury, but I remember I saw him on the injury list. But it wasn't a major one. He'll probably play in this week's AAMI Community Series, which will be good to see. With Ben Cunningham and Todd Goldson apparently coming back, so it's always good to see. So I hope he finally reaches his potential, because his ceiling is absolutely huge. Next up, I need to improve. This could be a controversial one, which is Stevenson. I just personally reckon after having been called like soft, he didn't look like the Stevenson of old. That could be because he was at Collingwood, and obviously now that they know that he actually wasn't wanted at the club. In the pracky match against St Kilda, he did kick 2 goals, played a little bit of midfield. He still did look a bit almost scared at times, which wasn't good to see, but he looked a lot better than he did in 2020. Well, it was only a practice match. I'm looking forward to seeing him play Hawthorn this week in the community series. That'll be great to see, so I'm really looking forward to seeing Jane Stevenson. Next up for the BNF winner, I've gone with Ben Cunningham. I think he's pretty much the fan favourite. He's probably the best player for North here, either him or Todd Goldstein. He's criminally underrated. Even I got found out underrating this man when I didn't put him in elite players. Almost every comment on that video was saying, where is Ben Cunningham? I know he didn't play 2020, and even though he's a very underrated player, he's a contested ball beast. And I won't surprise if he has an All-Australian nod next to his name also. Next up for the big improver, I do have Ben McKay. Now, I feel like he's been in and out in the side pretty much his whole career since he got drafted with his brother Harry. His brother Harry's been getting injury troubles. Ben is more on the side that he's just been out of form, but he played a lot in 2020, and I actually liked him. I reckon he looked good in 2020. In the community series, he did look pretty decent against Big Maxi King. He has a size to go with people like that now. He's put on some size. With key defenders, it always takes a bit of time to put on the size, and I feel like he's finally done that. And I'm really looking forward to see Ben McKay, because he has so much potential, and I like his game. Next up for most goals, I've gone with Cam Zorra. I feel like Cam Zorra is so good. He actually played a little bit of midfield in the pracky match, which was good to see, because I feel like that he could be really dangerous there. But he did kick, I think, 1 goal 3. He was very, very inaccurate in the pracky match. He had a lot of easy opportunities that he just wasn't kicking great. Even on the broadcast, they did say that he did kick like 3 goals 5 in the inter club, which once he gets his accuracy up, he should be able to kick a lot of goals in 2021. Next up for surprise All-Australian, this could be a very, very big surprise, which is Luke McDonald. Now, he's prided himself over the off-season saying he's had a big pre-season, and he even said himself that he wants to be one of the best halfbacks in the AFL. Had the best season of his career in 2020. I don't see why he can't follow that up with an All-Australian nod. The halfback position is a position that seems to get swapped out every year in the All-Australian team. So I won't be surprised if I see Luke McDonald back up his great 2020 and come out with an All-Australian blazer. Next up for the best 22, I've gone with this team. Now I'm running the 3 tools in the back line with Ben McKay, Robbie Tarrant, Aiden Corey is the 3rd tool. Apparently Jack Siebel is playing half back. In the Pracky match against St Kilda, he did play half back. Sean Atley, I gave him a go. The midfield, apparently Jane Stevenson could be going onto the wing, but I've got him at the half forward line with Aaron Hall. They can both play midfield. Then I've got probably a big surprise, which is Charlie Comben. I feel like one of their biggest weaknesses in their team right now is their key forward position. And I feel like Charlie Comben, I know he's injured right now and he's in doubt to play round 1. He's never played a game AFL, but he was looking like taking over from Ben Brown. He looks like the Ben Brown replacement, and I'm a really big fan of Charlie Comben. It could almost be like a bit of Royal Marshall and Paddy Ryder about it. I know every time I see a 2 ruck duos, but Charlie Comben he's a great marker of the footy. He's a great tap ruckman. I think he already has a bit of size about him. And of course with my team, I think in the comments I'll say a few Curtis Taylors, Kyron Haydens, but I'm just not quite sure if they fit into the best 22. That's pretty weird to say, but since I don't really know much about him, I thought I'll just go with a safe alternative and putting someone like Kane Turner in. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys say that Curtis Taylor's better than Kane Turner. To be honest, I don't really know much about either player. I like Curtis Taylor, who played a lot of midfield in the Pracky match. So you could probably replace Curtis Taylor with Kane Turner. I do have Will Phillips in there because I do feel like he will play a lot of football in this team. And yeah, on paper it actually doesn't look like too bad of a team, to be honest. So in 2021, I do have North actually finishing 16th. I don't fully believe that they will be the worst team in the league, even though they did get smashed by almost 100 points in the Pracky match. I feel like it's only a Pracky match. Their list, I feel like, is better than a few other teams' lists, which most people are kind of surprised about. But I rate their young talent. The Jane Stevenson inclusion is absolutely great. I would just love to see them get Luke McDonald in the draft, because I feel like their biggest weakness in their team is their key forward position. It's usually Nick Likey. They can run Cam Zorra as a small key forward like they do with the Goey. I really like Charlie Comben, but he is injured right now. So yeah, I feel like they will finish 16th, and a lot of people already have them cemented in 18th. But I feel like they are kind of better than the Adelaides and the Hawthorns of the world. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to drop a like in this video. We're so close to 450 subscribers and we're so close to 500 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe, drop a like in this video, and thanks for watching.